So, uh, the moments that I experience happiness is perhaps whenever I get to do my favorite things. I believe it is quite common for most of people that they feel excited when they get to do what they are interested in. For me, I like listening to music and playing video games or even sleeping. Especially, I'm always in high spirits when I'm being alone, which it gives me a pleasure and comfortable sense rather than surrounded by a crowd. Uh, Firstly, I enjoy having personal space, and as I'm easily distracted when studying or working, I find working by myself in a space of my own will improve my productivity and maybe efficiency. So, in circumstances where I go through a bad time, for example, arguing with my relatives, I usually remain silent when I feel that the conflict is rising to its peak, and then I choose to go another place rather than attempting to prove my points more and more harder. I feel easier to breathe when I am so insulated from people, especially in my own bedrooms, and it helps me to calm down by giving a silent, personal atmosphere. And most of the times, it works for me. So, uh, I don't really think that being unhappy is always something that people should avoid. So, being displeased about something is obviously a really uncomfortable feeling for most people and often considered widely a negative emotion. When people are impacted by bad factors, they might get upset, which leading to the attitudes would significantly affect their behaviors. For example, a person who's doing his or her works um, in pleasure and really motivated when the boss comes and scold them, they might feel really upset and angry of even furious, and they their attitude towards their workings also change. Maybe their quality of the outcome might be worse. However, I believe when we encounter situations that cause us depression or irritation, it helps us to primarily develop more frequent practical thinkings and self-developments than being happy at all times. And for example, going to school isn't much a fun thing for the majority of teenagers. Beside hanging out with friends, they have to engage in boring lessons and tons of homeworks. And however, it is the major foundation for the academic and future advancement. So, in some good things that is rewarding to us, we don't often find it fun. I don't know, like because our human beings are more distracted by some entertaining or low valuable things like video games rather than reading book because it seems more boring. I don't know.